I'm Lana. Today I will give a brand research presentation about Lululemon. Lululemon Athletica is a professional company that provides sportswear for yoga, running, and training. It is now the 12th largest sportswear brand in the world. Brands provide consumers with unique perceived value. Nowadays, consumers' purchasing decisions are more depend on their subjective feelings than rational consideration of price and performance. At present, the brand's competitors are gradually increasing, so its leading advantage is decreasing. This study is helpful to simplify consumer purchasing decisions to increase consumer loyalty and brand equity. The research format includes 3 parts: business database observations, as well as social platform data observations, and online one-to-one unstructured interview. Passport and IBIS work was used to find and analyze company information, industry reports, and market research. Consumer perception data came from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Online one-on-one interview was through the Messenger. The previous target market of the Lululemon has the following 3 characteristics: have a fitness mentality, female age between 18 and 35 years old, medium to high income. Since Lululemon is currently actively promoting the sale of its menswear, the consumer group in this study is male and female aged from 18 to 35. Let's move on to the data collection part. The social platform samples were screened by the following 3 factors. Firstly, consumers are included in the research target group. Secondly, the information is detailed. Thirdly, the data is within a month. And the interview participants were selected from the followers of the Lululemon social platform, who matches the audience of the survey and have a recent purchase experience in Lululemon. Finally, the study received a total of 49 data, 43 of which were from social platform consumer data, and 6 one-to-one interview data. The analysis and interpretation of the data is carried out in 3 phases. Firstly, data classification. The consumer data is then classified according to gender and dimensions. As we can see, the dimensions include price, quality, design, brand performance, and size. All the 49 data were included in the tables. Secondly, data comparison. Comparing the 2 kinds of data, I found the following 6 facts. Both male and female consumers regard Lululemon as an expensive brand. Some consumers thought that Lululemon's product quality was decreasing. Some consumers had an experience that when they want to purchase a Lululemon product, they can't find the size that is big enough or small enough. Male consumers have much less data than the female consumers. Some female consumers love the design of Lululemon, but some male consumers are at the opposite. Finally, data interpretation. Compare the conclusion with previous studies. The findings will be mentioned later. This study resolutely maintains ethical standards that are consistent with online and QT policy practice. triangulation through unstructured interviews ensure the credibility of the results. Data publishers know that their data will be used in this study. To protect the privacy of the participants, their personal information was not presented when the result of the study were reported. So, let's talk about the brand community of Lululemon. Although there are many competitors between the brands in the field of yoga and fitness apparel, Lululemon has established itself as an industry leader through its brand community. Lululemon's clothing is designed to make people feel comfortable when they're moving their body in yoga and fitness training. Other companies typically use popular idols or sports stars to promote their brand, but Lululemon uses local yoga teachers and fitness professionals to represent their brand. Also, Lululemon's free yoga classes has a positive impact on their consumer loyalty. The first study of the research is the limitations of the target market. As we can see, male consumers have significantly less data than female consumers. According to the Parsons study, Lululemon focuses on female sportswear, and in 2016, females still account for 89%. Females in 18 to 35 age group accounts for only about 24% of the population. In addition, there was a lot of data in the search results came from consumers who do not meet the target market age group. Therefore, this part of the data was excluded in this study. According to the research, the population aged 35 to 54 accounts for 46.3% of the income of the fitness and sportswear industry. Secondly, is the design evaluation differences. The results show that females were satisfied with the brand's clothing design, while the males thought the design of menswear was not good enough. This may be the reason that stopped males from purchasing Lululemon. The design of sportswear greatly influences consumers' willingness to purchase. When consumers recognize the design of a brand, they will be interested in other products of the brand. Thirdly, the price of the product is considered as difficult to afford. Some female and male consumers believe that Lululemon is expensive, especially for male consumers. 1/3 of the 15 male data showed that high price was the reason stopped their purchasing. In past studies, researchers also found that one of the weaknesses often pointed out by consumers was the high price of the product. For example, in Lululemon store, the price of pants is generally higher than 119 Australian dollars, while the price of tops and shorts is generally higher than 59 Australian dollars. In this picture, we can find that for the same style of pants, Lululemon afford more than other brands. Although the higher price was due to their higher quality materials, the price may still disappoint some consumers. Finally, there were some size and quality issues. Some consumer response sizes are always not suitable. This brings a lot of difficulties to their purchase process. Many female consumers have mentioned the quality problem of tight. This picture shows three problems in the observation data. The whole tear at seams and pulling in pants. Let's move on to the final part of the presentation. Here are 4 implications from the research. Firstly, set the family as the new target market. Lululemon's children's line is expected to provide a compound annual growth rate of 3%, which is twice of male and female clothing. Lululemon's men's and children's wear fields are likely to grow significantly in the future. So, extending the target audience to the family is beneficial for Lululemon to increase sales and brand awareness. Secondly, launch a low-end line for the specific consumer group. Divide consumer into 2 groups by market segmentations. Produce special low-end products for groups that require lower prices. In addition, through the comparison between high-end and low-end products, consumers can more intuitively feel that the quality and price of high-end products are directly proportional. In order to solve the price problem and promote sales, add discounts on holidays. Holiday discounts can promote consumer purchasing behavior. According to a holiday shopping habit survey report, 84% of the participants shop more on holidays. In recent years, the intensity of the price promotions during the holidays has increased, and they even account for a major share of retailers' annual sales. To solve the size problem, implement a resizing solution is beneficial. For example, in heights of the same length, the consumer can choose from a variety of waist sizes. Also, in heights of the same waist, they can choose a lot of long size too. This approach will maximize the expectations of the consumers. Finally, recall defective products and upgrade the return policy. To solve the quality problem of ties, a quantitative research should be taken to determine the main styles involved and recall the products to make corrections. Provide a more convenient return service for quality problem products, because now the store's 30 days return service only supports unwear products. This brings me to the end of today's presentation. Thanks for watching. Here is the reference list.